5 seconds remaining. Dire team ban. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Radiant team ban. Dire team ban. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Radiant team ban. Dire team pick. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Radiant team pick.
Bad Rider!
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Dire team pick.
Puck!
Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Radiant team pick.
Double challenge.
Dire team ban. Ten seconds remaining. Radiant team ban. Dire team ban. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Radiant team ban. Dire team ban. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Radiant team ban. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Radiant team pick. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Dire team pick.
Tightener.
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Radiant team pick.
I speak for the trees.
Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Dire team pick.
Sound Warlord.
Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Dire team ban.
Timber saw!
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Radiant team ban. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Dire team ban. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Radiant team ban. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Dire team pick. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Radiant team pick.
Wraith King!
Alchemist.
Choose your hero.
Thank you very much, Steve. Yeah, this should be a fun one, Fogged. We're going to get to see if Nigma has a good answer against the all-powerful Wraith. That final pick in particular, as Purge pointed out, it's going to be very interesting to watch this mind control off-lane Alchemist. I mean, tell me your thoughts, Fogged. This sort of heroes that come to mind when you've been thinking about the potentials in this patch?
No, not really, no. I'm wondering if he's maybe got some fun stuff with like some Berserk potion or something like that going on. Like, I'm really curious to see what's... He picked it into Timbersaw. Like, mind control is going to get detonated in most of these fights as this front line, and they're pretty limited on their disables when I'm looking at it. Like, his concoction is one of their only stuns besides the coil, which is a little bit of a concern. Things battling going down here.
They really are. I mean, Acid Spray, the blast onto S4, bringing him low, but the shackles are out onto the IO, and GH, going to be the first to fall. S4 does end up going down. Because Alliance the ones to claim the first blood.
It's actually just like a 5v5 right now. Alliance is respecting it though. They're like, dude, we actually don't fight under Acid Spray. The Acid Spray plus like the whirling axe is slow. It's a little bit too much for them. They're actually gonna do it as they have some pretty useless level 1 heroes that just auto attack.
With me.
It's profit for the moment. Okay, yeah, very interesting draft coming out. Nigma seems like it's a little bit of a blast from the past, right? Besides the Alchemist pick, because they've got this Io Pugna duo support.
Correct. He's looking at it exceptionally down here with the blocking from the Treant, and Hamstone coming across to have a look in. Limp is going to be able to get that last hit upon him. He wanted to stick around and contest for the rune, costing him his life there, Correct. Kills to start here for Alliance. We are, of course...
both mid laners do get themselves a kill, so that's nice for them.
No.
Okay, I mean, I'm really curious to see what's going on here, because we have a lot of like fun, you know, with the Pugna, with the IO, these two, the amount of healing that they can actually do is really interesting. And also the Wraith King up top, he's a hero that we talk about that can be kind of fragile, especially because you have this very low armor. Maybe this is what they're thinking with the Acid Spray, to just put some pressure onto him. I don't know, it's very interesting.
Yeah, we'll see how much FNG can do on the Prophet to sort of create space in a safe area for Nico Baby up top. But indeed, maybe mind control can sort of just be that much of a nuisance to slow that farm down.
Weeha's 10 stacked right now in mid lane.
I mean, he's chilling. I guess, you know, with the orb and the shift, he feels like there's no real threat from Limp as he hangs around.
He's got this 16-1 charges already built up too, because he got that first blood. He was able to build it immediately, so he's in a pretty good spot.
Yeah, he's doing a great job on the CS as well. 7 for 2 against the 3 for 1 on the first few waves. And, just being able to get to that mid lane a lot sooner than Limp was, with Limp spending time going for the Kuro kill. And we are able to start the lane off with it in a preferential area, getting it blocked onto his high ground.
Yeah, these lanes actually look pretty solid for Nigma. I was a little concerned at first, but they got these great matchups. The Puck versus the Bat Rider is a pretty good one. They have the Troll versus the Timber, so he's not feeling too pressured. Sure, S4 is going to he's going to have some freedom down here to pretty much get everything, but the Troll is going to be able to farm just fine, just like Kyle was meant to panel. He's got the IO back up too, so it should be pretty nice. So yeah, it's a good late side of for Nigma. We'll see how Alliance, if they want to switch anything up, or just use FNG's teleportation to help out with those rotations. But yeah, I mean, this Acid Spray is actually going to work up top. Nigma may be sitting low.
Yeah, there's some nice pressure. And from my control as this offlane Alchemist, I mean, what sort of build are you expecting? You know, what sort of route does he go down?
I'm not 100% sure, really. I thought it was going to be something like maybe just giving some ags to people and stuff like that, but I'm not too sure. Maybe just Medallion beforehand. Maybe he goes for a blink so they have some form of initiative. That's the Puck. I'm not 100% sure. I've seen this like once or twice in pubs, and it's dead. FNG.
Has got the salve, so won't be able to keep himself in lane, but some pressure from FNG there, alleviating the sort of pressure that Nigma's trying to put onto Nico Baby up top. And Nico Baby keeping his farm on track and on par with Miracles. Both carries right now having a fine old time in their safe lanes, neither receiving too much pressure right now.
Yeah, and during the first 2 waves, like we were talking about, they were doing good pressure, but Acid Spray is expensive. So these first 3 usages he used of it, he's completely has to fully back away because then he's beating on him. Now he has Bottle, but Nico Baby's already fully sustained, fully healed up, and he should be just fine top to keep farming it. CS pretty perfect.
watching. And the mid lane matchup continue to have the solid lead here. We are 19 for 3 against the 10 for 6. Down bottom, GH and Miracle looking to try and run down Hansken. Get the slow, GH getting in position to block him off and allow Miracle to close the gap. Very far is popped though. Hansken also shot in the tree, and that was not going to quite save him. Miracle still able to find the kill there, chucking the axes out and taking down Hansken. But a good attempt for the Shaman to try and hide his way out there.
Yeah, and they even put down a sentry on the side of Nigma to try to see past him. Up top, Mind Control getting...
Dire's courier has been
don't have a
killed.
stun for some time, but he's pretty slow.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
305
He looks, unless he can get the deny to the neutrals. Oh.
The auto burst, though. Nigma,
Yeah,
he's just going to smack him.
Oh, but the disarm! Kuro's trying to stuff it with the Decrepify. It's not going to work, though. Decrepify comes to an end, and Nico Baby still able to take down Mind Control. Mid lane, Limp getting aggressive onto We Are. He's going to pop the stick charges. Does have a phase shift, but he's ticking down too many stacks of napalm. Limp's able to burn him out. A big kill for Limp in a lane where We Are was coming out on top and far.
It's expected to have this. The Bad Rider kind of threatens these type of kills if you make a mistake on the puck, but the puck usually wins those last hits. Limp finally able to get down. And it is after the fact that Weehaw was able to get the rune up top and get boots delivered, which is huge. If you look at Limp, he doesn't have boots. He didn't get the rune for himself, so he just persisted for that kill.
What a miracle. I mean, this Javelin, look at this build. It's straight branches, circlet. I'm getting a Javelin. I mean, it gets him the kill there. Having that extra bit of damage proccing. You know, he doesn't do that with any other sort of itemization here at 5 minutes in, but Miracle, with this straight Javelin rush, able to solo kill the Timber like this.
Mid lane GH, he'll go down, he shows some pace.
Killing spree!
And yet, I mean, this Javelin build, this Rush Maelstrom is going to be pretty cool, honestly. Of course, because he's playing versus the Timber, it's so effective, but he's playing with an IO. IO amps spell damage now when he's tethered up, so this Maelstrom, it's going to be pumping damage in the fights if he is tethered. That's kind of cool.
Maelstrom really is sort of just back on the menu across the board, it feels, in this patch, right? A lot of carries seeing this as this is back as the item you get. It's sort of everything, right? Fighting, farming, it does it all. And it's back in a good position now, this patch. DD Rune. Who's going to be able to grab that. Hansken in position to stop. We are going for it, but We Are still commit to try and take it. That's going to cost him his life there. Nice move from Hansken. Ready and waiting for We Are to jump for the rune. And able to get the kill, and just really propelling Limp's game. Limp now 4-0-1, dominating on mid Bat Rider.
And it's important for him to have this too, because it works so well with the draft that they have too. They can start to apply so much pressure if he does have this good game, which he is, with their Shadow Shaman, with their Nature's Prophet lineup. They can look to siege, they can look to take buildings down early, and he can join in with these early boosts of travel that he's going to have done in the next few moments. Very nicely done from Limp.
Good farming, he's going to be able to get the double stack hit. Yeah, bots we're definitely seeing very good timing here. And unless Nigma's able to make some sort of movement towards the middle, invade this jungle, and find Limp. But with the heroes they have, I don't really see that happening, right? Limp's going to be pretty unpressured.
Yeah, they don't have stunts, they have the coil and an unstable concoction until way later on. They have the root, sure, from here. But it's going to be limited for them to build the stuff up. Bottom line is going to be given mid. Being at bottom, they're trying to pressure this tower.
Yeah. We can find the coil and they can move Miracle into position. They should have the damage to take down S4. It's taking a bit of time, and S4's playing it safe, not allowing Weehar to be able to close the gap in on him.
So careful, look at that positioning. Just drops the chakram in almost max distance. Try to slow down this wave.
Yeah, he knows.
They're pinging it. They look like they probably want to slow this down. FNG is actually the one pinging, so he's captain, maybe making a call here. He's actually going to make the call to go mid and pressure that one with Constead, trying to stop the pressure down bottom. Careful. Weehaw's near.
Weehar checking out for the... Is that what I say? That Crow already picked it up.
He's got Mind Control bottle in there, so... I'm really curious to see what Mind Control is going to build up. It's still early, so we don't get to see it yet. He's got just like phase boost. I'm wondering if he's going to go for buffing up his troll. I think that has to be the case.
Yeah, you can't go greedy right as the offlane out.
No.
Can you? It's got to be some sort of utility item to help the team, whether it be just with the early auras, as you say, something to directly place upon the troll.
I hope it's burst potion. I don't even know if that thing's good. It doesn't seem that great, but it's cool dispel and some 400 heal over 10 seconds. So, I mean, if he throws down the IO or I don't know, like this. We'll see what he ends up. I've yet to see a reserve potion. That's bottom.
They're going to go for it. The Dream Core down. They're able to find S4. Miracle is in. With his mountain, he has enough damage with the procs to take down S4. So quick moves, and again, the move that they have been looking for a while, because it definitely seems like the easiest way for Nigma to make right down here. When S4 is too far forward, a coil and a troll, that will get the kill every time.
Yeah, they gotta. Limp has to start making the action down here. You have such a good.
I mean, they know he's got no ult now, right? They know that Miracle went on the aggressive onto S4, so he is weak.
Mega
Not got anything
kill.
to save himself, but
Dire's
the last
middle
drop from
tower is
Limp,
under attack.
they'll be able to find the kill in return for losing S4 early.
I was about to say too, he doesn't have a color blade on Troll versus Nature's Prophet. Immediately queues it up right after that move. So. Go baby top. To get mind control. Mind control's getting some nice gold out of these skeletons right here, just running in circles. Maybe we'll survive.
Are we yet to reveal what he wants to buy? Sure, we are going to have the
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
GH diagram just maybe setting up in case there was going to be any altercation around these 10-minute bounty runes, but in case,
A prize.
we're able to claim that too.
And he can bring Miracle back to save his TP as well, so he doesn't have to waste it for bottom. Now Miracle's gonna have a TP available if they make a play elsewhere. So that's kind of a cool move by GH. FNG up in the ult, looking to get some type of aggression here.
Miracle does have chance up again. It's hard to make a move into these two. Alliance having the numbers. More TPs coming in from Nigma. We want to try and fight this. Hanson's out with the TP. We drop the coil. Able to find this Jarman in the trees. They'll take the kill. Not the biggest, but a kill nonetheless. At the same time, bit of a dive coming in mid to S4. Pushing Kuro back, giving FNG the space to start beating down on the
tower is
and
under
TP
attack.
come through from mind control. S4 trying to find a kill onto Kuro. Very low here. Kuro. Turn, mind control, finding the stun onto FNG. FNG opted with the TP out, and he's away. Not enough burst to kill him off. Alliance, they poke, and they prod, they get a reaction. Nigma bringing 4 heroes into the mid. You keep that tower alive.
All the attention away from Nico, baby. He's able to just get this absolute full free
Dire's
farm
middle
during all
tower
this.
is
So
under
we
attack.
see that Nigma, they really want
Dire's
to get
structures
something
are
out of this rotation.
Gold here for Nico, baby.
Radiant
Straight face
structures
into the Radiance rush. No Midas in this build-up today. As, yeah, he's definitely getting away with it. 2200 gold
Dire's middle
towards the
tower
relic,
is
11
falling.
minutes in. Solid time.
Radiant's top tower has been
Going down
denied.
is certainly going to help. Kuro at least able to find the deny. So looks there for the relocate to come in onto Nico, baby. See what sort of help he gets coming in.
Kuro.
It's already a TP that's starting to back away, and he gets popped by the Wrath there.
Radiant's top
She
tower is
Pugna
under
getting hit by one
attack.
of the last bounces.
Around.
Done by FNG.
Got the coil. S4, what sort of help he's got? He has got it. Limp's here with the last though. He's able to drag Miracle up onto the cliff. Miracle has been tethered. Bit of heal coming out from GH, but it isn't enough.
Radiant's
Miracle
bottom
goes
tower.
down. GH also in trouble as he's trying to run. Nico baby's made his way over to the mid lane to get involved, and he'll claim the kill. The crit comes out. As Alliance 10-5, 3k lead. Some of the moves from Nigma being punished in bottom. These boosted travel. He's just ready to go anywhere that he needs to. Mind control does have the ultimate. So that's a bit of a boost to help him run away. Limp's going to still continue to try and chase him with the Firefly. He's going to have the damage to get the kill. He runs down mind control. He's going to be able to pick up another Limp 7-0-2 on this bat.
You're dead!
He is absolutely owning, just moving everywhere, just getting every kill for his team, and it's such a good game for the Bat too. Like versus the Troll, as you've seen now multiple times. It's always going to be the case. This Bat Rider versus Troll, always one of his kryptonites. Yeah, Limp is really proving that right now. 4k advantage. Nico baby just pretty much has the relic done. They even have their Vlads on their support. 5 position Nature's Prophet. This is good stuff for Alliance, and exactly what they drafted them. As the panel said, it's very wonky, it's very different. It's all played out. He's got the blink, so that is going to be the case.
Okay.
Some extra form of initiation, but see if it's able to do much of anything, because they are really falling behind.
Yeah, it's just been a few sort of rough movements from Weehaw the last few times. I mean, you know, if they're dropping that Dream Coil to try for the kill on S4 and they don't actually get it, you know, it's going to hurt. They've got to find some big play with the ult, and they're going to try for it now. Smoke up from Nigma.
You got to try something, because he's also, look at the levels. Weehaw just hit level 9. Limp is about to hit 13. So, you know, he's gotten some coil kills, but it's been mostly on like supports and stuff like that. He needs to get a bigger one here as they run into the Wraith King, but that's not the target in this area that you can go for.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
As Nico, baby, he's got the goal for the Relic now. So Relic secured here, 14 minutes. Bottom, GH, Hand Miracle again. They're getting hands, Ken. I mean, he's the one that's been, well, he's sort of half the deaths here on Alliance's side. Not that Alliance is going to be too bothered about that at all. I'm more than happy for Hansken to die out in these risky positions, as long as their carries are getting space, and they really are. I mean, sure, S4 earlier did suffer those few deaths in the lane, but now with the Hood and the levels, he's a lot harder of a beast to tackle. We saw, you know, previously that attempt with Dream Coil, it wasn't enough. Any sort of backup that S4 gets, and he's going to be fine. And he'll always get that with FNG
Dire's top
and
tower
Limp
is under
having that
attack.
ability to easily TP around the map and be there to build up the numbers. It's not very easy for Nigma to just drop all their ults on one hero and expect to get it before a reaction's there from Alliance.
No, definitely not. It's so scary with how farmed Limp is. It's a bot's BKB bat with other small items. He's level 13, he's 15 minutes in. Like, Miracle's level 10.
Dire's top
he has so many
tower is under
opportunities now to
attack.
go for this troll and has no worries, because not only is there very limited substitutes because of that BKB too, he can just beeline at him.
Yeah, they're coming in with this wraparound Alliance Limp. Looking to split them up there with the bounce, able to break the tether, grab control over towards the side. Hex as well from Hanskin to make sure the Miracle is not going to get joined across immediately. GH still finally able to find the tether as the Hex comes to an end. Miracle having to put the battle charge early here to survive the standard ground. S4's able to chain away though. They do still get the 2 kills on the backlines. Mind control,
Radiant's
killing,
bottom
clears up
tower.
2. GH, tether out to the side. The heal as well
Radiant's
from Kuro. They're
courier has
keeping
been
GH
killed.
alive. As S4 and Limp, they're trying to chase. Not going to be able to get the catch on anything else. And Mind Control, he's got another concoction building up. See if he's able to get in range. Not quite able to do so. Can't close in with the blink.
Dire's top tower is under
Good
attack.
kickback from Nigma. They, of course, do still lose Miracle, but at least this time round, they are able to take 2 kills with them. Mind Control getting the kills there. And in terms of the builder, he's just going straight for the BKB after the blink, making sure that at all costs he's going to be able to frontline in these fights and get off these big concoctions without Alliance being able to trip him up with the disables.
Okay, that's cool. It also protects him a lot versus S4, because Alchemist is, as we all know, your food versus the Timber. So that'll give him a little bit of protection. And he's maybe feeling like it too, because what is it? It's 3 deaths now for Miracle. They see all the attention's being put on him. And during all this, they killed the mid tower and they killed the bottom tower. And Nico, baby, like we said, having absolute freedom. Radiance.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
It's the Wraith
Dire's
King.
structures are fortified.
This hero has been talked about. Does pretty well in this patch. And Nico, baby, having that pretty textbook beginning hit. 2-0-1 and all the space in the world. Doing it one-handed as well.
Dire's top tower has fallen.
Let's see. It looks very, very chilled and relaxed, Nico, baby. I mean, I think he feels it. He knows that this opening couldn't really be going any better for him as the carry. And he's also going to be well aware that his team has done a pretty good job of slowing down Miracle's game with the attention that they're sending his way.
Yeah, I mean, he better be, you know, just pat on the back for Limp. Performance so far is 7-0-3. Limp getting close to an Aether Lens as well next.
Radiant's bottom tower is under
Gas may be
attack.
building into an Octary later on, but yeah, they're getting a bit more out of the map. It still does feel on the side of Alliance, and I'm wondering what Nigma's next timing is when they look to do something, because Weehaw continues to fall further behind. Still only level 10. Saying Batrider up to level 15.
Pretty much having the Aether Lens complete, Limp.
Interesting.
System
Radiant's
flow of
bottom
items
tower
coming out
is
from
under
Limp this game.
attack.
He has not been slowed down at all.
Doesn't feel like much. I mean, Alliance is literally just playing the super farm game right now. Everyone's hitting somewhere on creeps. Enigma's not actually able to really pressure them at all. Especially with their heroes, like we said, it's no stuns. It's really just like the coil has to be there, the Alchemist has to be there for them to make a play.
And on Nigma, I mean, Yeah, Miracle, despite the 3 deaths, he is still farmed. With this quick maelstrom that he was able to get, he's getting the items out. SMY looking for that BKB next. Top lane, has been caught, but the control does come out straight away onto Shaman. Gives time for VR to jump off the side. S4 tries to chase, but he won't be able to finish the kill. Now S4 turning his attention back over towards Mind Control. Now comes out, Nico Baby's in with the crits. Mind Control trying to run. He's going to have another potion ready to throw. Builds it up, touches over the wall. Miracle in on top of the Timber Saw. Flamebreak knocks him away from the Timber Those. Revives the for the time. Actually, busts down. Weho ends up on the front lines. Another kill for Limp, and now Alliance, they're going to just try and chase Nigma out of it. Miracle and Kuro, they've sort of been left behind here. Is there anything they could do to turn it? They're hexed out onto Kuroki as Kuro is trying to let Limp continue to get the stacks up on a Miracle. Miracle having to put the battle chance to have any chance of standing his ground. It's getting close to bringing down S4, and he might just do it. He's able to do so. Will get the kill onto S4. It still looks like it's Alliance with the big cleanup. A Brave Fire Blast comes down onto Miracle. A 3rd kill is found, and Mind Control has the ult back up, but shackles are there from Hansken, locking him down as Alliance is able to clean up yet another.
Double
as
kill.
Nico Baby turns up in style, getting involved in the action now, and as soon as he's had this Radiance and Blink Dagger done, he's already well on the way to the next item thanks to that sort of fun.
Look how much damage he did at the Wraith King. 6,100 damage done by Nico Baby there. As soon as the Bat Rider turns up, it's full panic from Nigma just trying to get away. We had, like, honestly,
Radiant's bottom
he lived a little bit
tower
longer
is
than I
under
thought he would
attack.
because of that haste and the nice bailout from Mind Control, but yeah, we're just seeing overwhelming pressure and overwhelming dominance in the fights. Alliance
Silence.
looking real clean here. And they couldn't even take him down the once. They weren't even close. That is a big concern. We're seeing some damage issues, and we're just seeing Miracle can't actually stick on targets. He's able to stick on S4, but that's it because he gets the battle trench and the roots off. They don't have control for these heroes. Very difficult for the next while until Miracle has easier ways to protect himself too. Until they have multiple BKBs, it really feels like it's going to be Alliance all the way in all these fights.
Mind Control, talking about the BKBs, has his done. He's just going to go towards that AC next up.
I'm so curious as to the reasoning of why they went for the Elk. If he's just doing this type of build, I mean, the Acid Spray must have been something about like defending tower pushes and stuff like that too, because they're versus all this push and I guess that low armor. But I'm really curious about it.
Alliance setting up for the tier 2 bottom. Nigma,
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
wish they could bring in and return up top. No, nowhere near as quick though. It's that of
Radiant's
Alliance.
bottom
Ward's
tower
getting dropped
is
down. Tier 2's taken out. The Concoction, Mind Control, does he want to go for this? He does. He's in. Hansken is ready and waiting. They've got the chain locked down with the Hexing with the Shackles. There's going to be no chance for a BKB usage from Mind Control as...
They're hunting for Nico Baby with the relocate bottom
Radiant's bottom
both
tower
heroes
is
up
under
top.
attack.
I mean, Nico Baby's sort of standing there. He's like, okay, I'll fight. He just turns. I mean, GH calls will relocate back out of there, back into the hands of Hansken and FNG. But just a bit of a split-up mess there from Nigma, costing them a couple of lives. And again, just putting them in a position now with 2 heroes down that they've just got to avoid the lines. Miracle, he's going to be found. The Star's coming out on the 2 of them. There's a buyback from GH. Out onto Miracle, he punches his way back to safety. Will try and turn towards Nico Baby, but the stuns are there. Into the last one. They grab back the shot there. They'll take him out. Miracle's down for 50. The Shackles out onto GH. He already brought back for this. And he's dead straight away. Nico Baby moves towards the high ground. He's forcing them back. Mind Control's going to try and step forward, but he can't do anything against this Wraith King. Nico Baby goes over with Kuro. They get the Wraith King that once. He's back with the second life Nico Baby, and the fight will continue to just considerably go in favor of Alliance. As they take down 4-5 heroes.
Radiant's middle tower is under
dying
attack.
the twice.
Radiant's middle tower has
And they're ready to just go high ground. It's 23-9, 15k lead at 23 minutes in. And you know, I sort of asked the question at the start, do Nigma have a plan against the Wraith King? This wasn't a great plan.
No, it was not. I mean, the Wraith King is Nico Baby's having this whole free time, but I mean, Limp is just.
Radiant's
I think
bottom
the plan
tower
was
is
bad.
under
Limp is
attack.
just literally taking over the whole game. All of his lassos have pretty much led to a perfect kill in those situations. He's just ruined Miracle. It's 5 deaths And I think, what, 4, maybe 5 of those are lassos. He's just every single time getting grabbed.
He's been getting it perfectly. And in a game as well where he's been doing it very nicely around
under attack.
The movements of GH. You know, GH trying to do his best to sort of help Miracle live through it all. Being able to separate them very nicely. It's sort of him in the combination really with Hansken. Hansken coming in with some very nice hexes and shackles to just make sure that Nigma's not really able to help each other. Alliance just doing a perfect job of prioritizing individual targets and stopping Nigma from being able to get a team fight together.
Yeah, and it might be the more common build now, of course, for Limp, you know, that bots BKB build, but just how good it is, right? Instead of like a bots Blink or something, or that's mid or more old meta thing, this build just is destroying. The lineup is, they're smoked up looking for this head-on fight. BKB on Miracle.
Let's see what I can find. Mike Chop is going to start things off straight away. Have they got enough damage though? Lasso being used to drag the Alg off the side on the backline. Nico Baby straight on top of GH. GH trying to get off to the side. He's able to get out with the relocate. Hansken the first to fall this time. The rest of the lines, even just before them, they're going to continue to push off. Mike Chop being focused by Nico Baby. Will manage to turn top the concoction, holding back the racing. S4 does get taken out by We Are jumps in the final bit of the first. They walk down the racing at once. Can they do it a second time? They're looking towards him. Another concoction there from Mike Chop. The stun lands. And they'll bring down the Rage King. FNG try to escape. The silence comes out from Weeha. Nigma punch back.
Tower is under attack.
Okay, alright. We were just giving the hype up for Limp. He actually lassoed the out, and I feel like it gave Miracle opportunities to really go berserk in this fight, and they split it up so nicely. They actually were able to isolate this Wraith King on the south side after taking out S4, and Miracle, he actually just go straight to the BKB.
Yeah, straight into the pit. No contest here from Alliance. Alliance losing a serious chunk of the advantage that they built up in this early mid-game. As Nigma still playing on the back foot, but closing that gap with that sort of fight.
Man, look at that immediate tip from Hiroki on the Limp, like right after the lasso does go out. Back in the game now, Miracle keeping up with that farm. He still has a couple cores that are pretty far behind. They need to keep this up. They need to get another couple fights like that successful. They could actually turn this one around.
I mean, what do you think sort of changed up Limp's game plan in that fight? Why do you feel that he felt pressure to go for the lasso on the out rather than save it for the troll situation like he has been doing previously?
I'm not sure, to be honest with you. They were both like standing right next to each other, and it was like maybe he tripped up, honestly, because I felt like that was a pretty clear one where he was going to lasso Miracle and pull him very far out of the fight.
Considerable swing back towards Nigma after that closing big bit of that lead, as you can see here.
Виспа в сторону, за счет этого тизер порвался. И да, уже вынуждены тут написать good game well played Nigma, потому что трон падает. Ну слушай, да, вообще непонятно, на что расчет был с вот этим алхимиком, мне, откровенно говоря. У меня было свое предположение, как он будет использоваться. Nigma показали нечто иное, и это не сработало, это факт. Ну и мы видим, что проблемы на центральной линии у этого коллектива никуда не делись, потому что Лимб залил соляры, Вихи просто не было видно на карте в целом.
Согласен. Ну, в оправдание Вихи, возможно, можно добавить то, что шаман очень рано начал там что-то бегать по карте.
Слушай,
Ну,
первое
это-
убийство он соло отдал, в соло, потом шаман пришел, его убили, да, это все понятно, но в любом случае оправдание можно найти в любой ситуации, просто это не первая игра, мы говорим уже про это там не первый месяц, и мы говорим, что там были турниры, которые онлайн, там нет DPC, но уже как бы пошло DPC, уже пора включаться, и мы видим, что по-прежнему вот центральная линия хромает у Нигмы, и
Да там, по
тогда,
сути, и наверху
я не
полный
знаю,
залив был.
нужно хотя бы, чтобы у мейн-контрола был тогда герой, который может что-то сделать по карте, потому что то, что снизу продавили вышку и там убили Тимбера, это здорово, но на этом все закончилось. У вас пак неимоверно бедный, сверху, как ты говоришь, залив, там 4-го уровня алхимика стоит, лес бьет с тучей и с монетой, и непонятно вообще, вот кто по карте должен действовать.
Так есть. Я вообще удивлен, то, что в один момент еще Нигма умудрились даже как что-то подобное типа камбэка организовать. И в этот момент я подумал, если бы хотя бы у Пака еще было бы побольше, то можно было бы даже полноценно организовать. Но не в этой карте. Ну что ж, более подробно наша лайв-студия расскажет вам о этой игре. Ну а мы будем к вам подключаться уже со второй картой.
but it got increasingly more and more difficult, especially the way that S4 was just playing those fights and just zipping in and out. So I think that was kind of a problem with their draft among some of the other issues. Again, we heard Purge say how angry he is about the offlane Alchemist.
See, I don't mind the Alch so much. I actually like it. I think the Furion versus Pugna is way more impactful, and if I'm Nigma, I'm just going to make sure my lanes go a little bit better. If there's a Wisp up top, like, he's going for a bottle. Like, Nico has the luxury of getting these stat items, the Bracer, etc. If you have to rush bottle as an offlaner, you don't feel good, especially when the enemy support can so easily contest runes. I think the Furion is the factor. Shiver, I think, really said it all in the opening segment. She botched the meme, but she was on the right track. Ban Nature's Prophet.
Great, ban Nature's Prophet. We'll see if Team Nigma will indeed do that, as we are ready to head into that second game of this Upper Division series. Let's find out what they're going to do after the break.
5 seconds remaining. Radiant team ban. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Dire team ban. Radiant team ban. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Dire team ban. Radiant team pick. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Dire team pick.
Red Rider!
Radiant team pick. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Dire team pick.
What's it way?
Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Radiant team ban.
Slog.
Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Dire team ban. Radiant team ban. Ten seconds remaining. Dire team ban. Radiant team ban. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Dire team ban. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Dire team pick. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Radiant team pick.
Grimstroke.
Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Dire team pick.
Oracle.
Ten seconds remaining. Radiant team pick.
Bloodseeker.
Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Radiant team ban.
Dark Seer.
Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Dire team ban. 10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Radiant team ban. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Dire team ban. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Radiant team pick. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Dire team pick.
Race King!
Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
Imba Spirit.
Choose your hero. Prepare for battle.
I want to die.
Thank you very much, Chief. Yes, game 2 ready to go now between Alliance and Nigma. Fogs, we're seeing that Wraith King come through yet again this time round. You know, it was that last pickup. It was left in by Nigma. And as the panel pointed out, must, of course, be because Nigma didn't really care. They feel they've got a good plan against it. Do you agree? Do you like this draft from Nigma this time round?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, it's a really solid. When you pick the Slark in the first two, and he's really not. I feel like when I look at the enemy draft, he's not really still addressed, and it's Miracle playing it. You know, you have to be feeling it quite a bit better for it. And they have this multiple different ways to buff him up and just amplify him. They even cover him. I love the way that they picked the Bloodseeker in this spot this game too, because I think that Alliance could have even taken it for themselves versus the Slark. They kind of denied it. They've set Miracle up for success, and even more so by now, putting him in the mid lane, having the Ember dodge that matchup.
Begins.
Yeah, this is something that I really like. Slark in the mid lane. It's just one of those heroes that it feels like the levels are so important that you're getting the 6 as soon as you can, so you're at that status where you're just a very hard hero to kill. Is excellent, and getting the matchup that you know you're going to be doing fine in is perfect against Limp. I'm sure Limp's still going to try and do his best to put the pressure on, but Miracle, of course, just able to play safe, having that ability to remove the stacks of Napalm, and having that leap to get himself out of harm's way if Limp does get aggressive.
Yeah, it's like we said, they've set up Miracle for this success, and we'll see he's going to be able to accomplish it. We see they put the Grim Stroke bottom. I think this is just so that they can like just actually spam the wave and secure range creep. Bloodright plus this Stroke of Fate. Sure, he's up against the Oracle, who's going to be able to dispel this Ink Squall and stuff like this down bottom, but I think that's not the point of what they're doing with this lane setup. It's just to force the waves in, make sure Mind Control gets as much as possible, and that they're just nuking Nico Baby and having him have a little bit of a tougher time. And top, they have the sustain, right? The Isle versus the Darkseer. He's going to be able to just keep Weehaw nice and healed up. If in combination he goes for Flame Guard too, they'll be able to sustain very nicely. So, nice lane setup here by Nigma. We'll see if they can actually slow down the Wraith King, and if these lanes actually do end up working out in their favor with this Bat versus Slark mid.
Yeah, for sure, because last time Nico Baby get a very free opening to the game. Quick timing on the Radiance Rush. See if Nigma's able to slow that down a little bit more this time round.
Miracle's doing excellent right now in that mid lane. 3 denies. He's going to be able to get always those last hits versus the Bat Rider with this great base damage vengeance. Up to 17, one charging too. Nice Hanskin.
Taking around with the 2 of them.
Please.
He gets the range creep denied. Nice.
He is able to at least still take that away.
Radiant's courier has been killed.
Not quite keeping an eye on his courier movements. She's able to and they've got TPs though. They have got TPs, but still being forced to use them there. Cute little vacuum from Mr. S4.
Well, now, I mean, if they die.
Yeah, now they've got to be careful.
If one of these 2 dies, oh jeez, that would be devastating in the lane. And it looks like it's going to be a Falcon Blade rush for Weehaw in the safe lane. So we saw quite a few of them in the first series of the day. If people weren't tuning in, we had a Medusa go double Falcon Blade. But now we're seeing, this Ember Spirit too. Kind of cool.
Snared in fire.
Deserve the change to hold back the 2 of them. These heroes have to be very careful. Ooh, nearly gets it. 1 hit away from dying there, then. Miracle really bullying him back. How we doing the regen? Still a few tangos on Limp, but yeah, low on the HP and low on the mana. Miracle going to continue to have very good space in this mid matchup where, yeah, he's really making the most out of this advantage he has in hero versus hero.
Yeah, Limp's got his bottle now, so he can get some of that extra sustain going. But yeah, he's looking good for Miracle right now, and I don't think that this Bat Rider is going to be able to pressure too much until, I mean, at 6 he probably can, but not until that point.
Yeah, for sure. The big thing in comparison to the last game is that, yeah, Limp's just not going to, he's not going to have that sort of beginning that he did have against Weehaw, where Weehaw did struggle and Limp had to find opportunities to kill.
unless he gets a really good power rune, right? Next 30 seconds, I think we're going to have to see Alliance. They have to make the move to check down round. If Limp can get something like a haste rune, that can be the perfect choice for him to try to hunt Miracle. DD would help too, just for him to get last hits in the lane too, to be honest, or that Arcane. He has a couple decent options.
Cool. Having the brown boots ready to head towards one of the rune spawns. Gonna try and play it between the two. Who's going to get lucky with the spawn?
Regeneration.
So Miracle able to claim it. Make sure that Limp doesn't grab it. Even if Limp was able to do so, would have loved the bottle refill, but it wasn't the scariest to do.
No, definitely not. Vision's still quite nice. But yeah, Miracle up to 5, Limp 4, and he's going to be massively slowed down. We're going to take a look at bottom lane. We see Mind Control does have this urn finished up, and they've been able to secure him some decent farm. They're not slowing down the Wraith King, but Mind Control has the same last hits. Is quite nice. Now though, Mind Control might be getting down on. He has a raindrop. The damage.
Purifying Flames is getting nuked very low, not quite low enough to fall though, as Mind Control continues to hide in the trees. They are continuing to try and hunt for him, but Blood Bright's down, and that will force Nico Baby and FNG to sort of think twice about chasing onto the Bloodseekers. Mind Control by now pretty much healed all the way back up top lane. Shit, he's going to be able to get the kill though. S4 tries for WeHire in return, but he has to surge and run himself away. So first blood finally going to Nigma. GH also able to step across and grab that bounty rune, resulting in Nigma getting the majority of those 3 against the 1.
Yeah, 3 of them there, and we start to see what the build is going to be for Miracle. Makes a lot of sense. He's playing for the Racing. He's got the defusal queued up already. It's going to be really nice. So now it's like so many benefits that it really is playing this Slark versus both Bat Rider and Racing. This is going to be just a very natural build-up for him.
Yeah, I mean, as you sort of said from looking at the lane setups, that they really are having as good as expected.
Dyer's top tower is under attack.
2k lead across the board at just this 5-minute mark with the matchups they have.
Yeah, really liking it. Really liking how they did have all this set up, and now we have GH also stacking some camps too for when they do that jungle and get that farm going for themselves. Yeah, this is perfect. This Ember top versus this Ember IO versus this Darkseer Pango. Just eat. They just stand right through and eat all that pressure.
Invisibility.
And I mean, for Alliance, I guess the pressure is going to be on the Pango, Hanskin, to make moves, but again, it's sort of the Pango 4. He's got to get his 6, so it's still going to be quite some time before Alliance really have means to shake up the lanes and do anything against this advantage that Nigma's getting early.
It really does feel like they're going to have some big problems in just natural playmaking in general. The Bat Rider he doesn't have a good lane to really go to. His best ganks is going to be on like a Bloodseeker. The other two can play around it very nicely. The Ember Spirit as well as the Slark always have a way to play around, dodging out that lasso and whatnot. And yeah, like you said, Pango, he can't really set up for kills. Oracle doesn't really set up for kills either. So I think this might be pretty quiet for Alliance, and I feel like Nigma is going to start to grow this lead pretty quick. I feel like stacks are going to be the name of the game on both sides. As we have a lot of them already coming. Alliance starting to clear out a triple stack, and I saw
Radiant's
GH have
middle tower is under attack.
Ready.
Mid lane.
They're surrounding mid.
And they are trying to bring an extra help to look for the kill onto Limp. Try to close the gap. Neither the pounce or the stun does connect though, so Limp will be fine. We're not quite able to find the angle to grab the bat.
Nice little sidestep there from Limp for sure, and we see the skill build. That just indicates how much he feels Lasso is just not that much of a use for the time being, and not for a while. He's just going to be going for the farm build for himself.
Of course, whilst they are a couple of K behind, bottom lane, Nico Baby's still farming fine.
Ooh, nice. A jelly as well as a faded brooch, so he's going to be able to give the jelly to the IO and as well to himself on Miracle. And they can keep farming these stacks, and I know I mention this every time, but Tether does give that spell amplification too, so that Dark Pact is even more impactful when he's farming. And pressuring.
So this refusal play will come out at a very quick time this game.
Yep.
And that's going to be pretty nasty. Those items that if you're able to get away with a rush, especially being the mid and having the levels that Miracle has,
yeah,
those moves are going to hurt.
GH also, he's found himself a shovel. The best hero to get a shuffle on. Io and Oracle. So he's got that one for himself, constantly going to be getting salves to heal up, and they're looking for Limp again. Goes his way.
A little far forward. He has got hands get by the side. Miracle's in. Limp trying to get away with the Firefly, but Miracle close. We get the Ink Swirl stun connects.
Radiant's
We
middle
are
tower
coming
is
across to
under
join in
attack.
on the action. Take down Limp. And yeah, just sort of huge focus around this mid. You can really tell that, you know, after that last game, they're like, right, we've got to change things up and make sure that Limp is not able to come out with a repeat performance from the matchup that they drafted, and now for the way they're moving around this mid lane, they're really showing them to slow the game down.
We up top, be able to get that quick kill onto S4 with Kuroki's help, and I mean, I'm saying, like, I don't see how they can really make too many aggressive moves, especially if it's not Limp leading the charge onto a Bloodseeker, which he's now going to try to do bottom. They're just having to play a stack game. And nice knockback, but it's not enough. He's too speedy. This is a big concern. I don't know how... So they're going to have to pretty much wait now for, I feel like, Constantine to hit level 6 and have to make plays with Rolling Thunder. Besides that, I feel like it's just going to be a full passive game for Alliance now for a very long time.
Miracle is 600 gold away from this defusal. This is it's going to be such a quick defusal on start.
And he's already, like, they're starting to make these moves. They have an incredibly mobile lineup because of this Io as well as this Slark with the Ember. And Weehaw, he's gone for the setup build. You know, he doesn't have the Flame Guard. He doesn't need to be doing the damage. The Steering Chain setup for all of these spells for his teammates is going to be huge.
Speed the brush.
On the bounties again, Nigma grabbing 3 of the 4. Having that better control whilst Alliance are able to play very passive. Just not having the start to a game that's allowed them to have any sort of hero that's ready to make moves in response.
No, they're like we said, they're still getting pretty decent farm, especially like Nico Baby as well as the Bat Rider, but they can't make moves, and they are falling further behind. The farming capability of just Io plus Clark is just way higher. They're just going to be able to slow down and clear these stacks, and the pressure is going to start hitting right now. Miracle's got the defusal after this Centaur, and they're going to start running at Alliance.
Oh yeah.
Let's see how they're able to contain versus it. It's going to be a lot of pressure on Hanskin to really just salvage them, you know, versus these fights with the Rolling Thunder.
Where Michael looks to make his first move. Is any of the cores really going to be an appealing target? So here we have it. Smoke up from the 2 of them. Let's see what they can find.
They can hunt for literally anybody. That is the scary thing. While I was mentioning for Alliance, it feels like there's so limited on their potential for hunting. Miracle's just cards right in. They're hunting for the Wraith King. They want Nico Baby. Really big swing around to get the positioning for him.
There we go. Starting things off. Visual sort of help's going to be there. Hanskin is in. Does have the 6. Comes across with the rolling thunder for that fantastic for it as well. As Miracle will only just able to get the Shadow Darts off. They will be able to run off to the side, but backups in for Alliance. As they're all here to protect Nico Baby and make sure that Nigma cannot get a kill with that first reveal of the Diffusal Blade. Good reactions, and yeah, Hanskin just having that level 6, that Rolling Thunder, as we've been saying, really the big ability that can slow down some of these attempts that Nigma's going to look for kills.
Radiant's bottom tower
he's so crucial. Yeah, like you said, exactly. We see it right there. He's in the right spot at the right time. And now they even swing Limp over to try to help out. Miracle's still looking to continue this pressure. They're going to lose their ward, though, out of it. And they still have their deep ward placed. They did put that one down while chasing. And again, Nico Baby.
And he still wants to continue to poke at this.
Shadow Dance is on cooldown, but they know Rolling Thunder is still gone for a bit, so they're keeping this pressure until that's back up, but it's going to be back in about 10 seconds, so now they're going to look to move their way out of it, but look, I mean, big winner at the top is just Weehaw not getting pressured, having a great time.
Radiant's top tower is
and the same
under
thing with
attack.
Mind Control bottom. They're able to just do this as 3 heroes for the most part right now, just invading and causing problems.
Miracle. He's going to look towards FNG, and he should have this one. Oh, maybe. Yeah, okay. They've got the slow FNG, not able to hold them back long enough. In the river. S4's trying to run. Chain's going to be up in a second. We are. He's going to be able to grab it. He's coming across. Hanskin trying to turn the vacuum up to the high ground, but it won't save. Now, as S4 still goes down. Bottom lane at the same time, Nigma, they're making moves onto Limp and Nico Baby. Miracle picks up a second kill. He's over towards Nico Baby. He's going to be taken back out of there. Not looking to try and commit any further as he's brought back over towards the triangle.
we're really seeing just the lack of too much of anything. He walks back.
Well, I guess he didn't expect them to move down like that. I mean, he knew that they were there, but he's not quite prepared for them to be in position to catch him, coming back up the high ground. It's just 4 kills on Miracle. This is looking like a very scary beginning for this Slark, as he is massive. This Aghanim's after the Fusel is going to be there in good time too, and I really love it. The Aghanim Slark is... It's just so hard to play against, right? You have these 2 charges. Effectively, you're bringing down the effective cooldown of Pounce to 4 seconds when you have the 2 charges built up. You're just in and you're out. And suddenly for Alliance, a team that, as you mentioned already, doesn't have the best sort of control and lockdown for this hero. How are you ever going to stop Miracle getting in and getting out, building up the essence shift stacks, and just sort of outlasting you in any sort of fight you try and bring him?
Oh boy, I don't know. That's a really good pickup this game.
False promise will come out time onto Hanskin. Keeping him alive for Mega kill. We are reaching up the back lines as he holds down another limp. He did manage to kill Kuroki, but still, it's just more cleaning up by Nigma. 3 for 1 on the kills there. And Miracle just continuing to have no issues whatsoever this game, as he's had a completely uncontested start, and just the moves that he can make. It feels like he can just do anything right now in this slide. I don't know how Miracle can die right now with the start that he's had.
I don't know how Miracle can die. I don't know how many of the other heroes really can die either. As I was saying, it's Alliance just has to be. They have to be so passive with the way that the lane setups happen, and with their heroes, with what they're up against. Like it's Limp he can't make plays on almost anybody. He has to just kill some supports. If you can see the Bloodseeker, maybe in some situations he go for him, but mind control is massive. These Phase Boot and Yule are already finished up, and they're actually the ones probably going to be on the aggressive front throughout all of this game. I mean, 7k advantage at 15 is very tough to come back from when you have very limited anything for the Slark. He's going to have act on any minute now.
Yeah.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Fine Hanskin, that rupture on him. Not a whole lot he can do here. It's mind control. Takes him out. Miracle is also going to be brought across by
double kill.
Pick up both of the kills there. More glory for Miracle as his kills continue to get padded. 8-0-0.
And this is, I think, where we might have to step forward and make the call that if Wraith King is able to win this game.
Sure, if yes. We've got to remember the state of the game right now, you know, down 1-12, 8k down. If Alliance win this game, Wraith King maybe. Can the one true king really do it? Can he do it?
Doesn't feel like he has almost any chance in this game.
The ultimate
so if he's
test.
able to, yeah, seriously, because this is absolutely devastating. I don't see a good way for them back in this game besides just like sticking together as like this 5-man unit with the Darkseer.
Radiant's top
they're just gonna get picked apart all over the map and just out-resourced this Miracle. Ag's finished and they're just moving around, doing whatever they really want on the side of Nigma.
Radiant's bottom tower is under Radiant's top tower is
so fat. This is ridiculous. 10k net worth, 60 minutes in. I mean, such a different game from what we saw in game 1. Nigma just crushing it on all fronts.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
17 minutes in. And level 13 as well.
Oh boy, and he's just waiting. Look at him. He's just sitting on the side waiting. He knows they see him there for a second. He steps back up, but he can jump to anywhere because of this double charges here.
Alliance just so scared to do anything. Miracle walking up to the face, him with the first pound, straight in on from X-Force. He tries to help out, but lasso being dropped onto Miracle, but it just doesn't last long enough to threaten Miracle at all. Despite a push when we are pushing back S4 and FNG. Nigma not getting any kills,
are fortified.
at least forcing some cooldowns from Alliance, both wall, lasso being dropped and nothing being held against. One of the ones. No, I think they'll get him the twice. The Alliance, do they even have anything to come down and help him out? I don't know. FNG, he is around. Look at the rolling thunder. The House comes out, and House gets in trouble. House can't roll his way out of this. Miracle just kills him off. They run down Nico Baby in the trees.
Radiant's bottom tower
It's just not stopping.
attack.
There's no slowing down here for Nigma. 14 for 1, 11k lead.
Dire's middle tower is under attack. Radiant's bottom tower is under
and with these pounces, he can close that gap continuously against Lim. It's going to be another kill for Miracle.
Holy shit! Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
It really, really does feel. I mean, what can Alliance do? This is.
I don't know.
This is.
I think that what they did
very rough.
before was actually their best option, having the 4 heroes sit mid, Wraith King splitting and just trying to get his farm up. I think this one is impossible for them to recover. It's way too good of a Slark game for a first 2-pick Slark. They just had, they had no other options. They go for the Wraith King, but like the panel touched on, the last Nigma did not care. They left in the pool, and this is just the water.
It really, really is. Do you think sort of putting the Slark mid caught Alliance off guard? Do you think they sort of were prepared for that?
I don't know if they could have put anything else mid first with the show. That's why it's like this first 2-pick Slark just seems way too good versus what Alliance has. Like no hero mid that they put will beat that Slark. They did not see it coming, but it was that first 2-pick Slark that just has completely destroyed them.
Miracle there, sort of definitely turning the tables against the dominance that Limp showed in the mid last game. This time around, Miracle says, you know, let me have a shot at it. He heads to the mid lane, and he's doing more than what Limp did last game. And that's quite something, as Limp had such a brilliant performance on the bat in game 1. And this time round, Miracle just stealing the show with his Slark performance.
He's getting all the help too, right? Like that's why they picked this IO and this Grimstroke with him, is just because of how much it can enable such a good game for the Slark anyway, that these two just stick with him, and it just makes Miracle just so absolutely crazy in every situation. And look at, like, GH has literally just been sitting next to him. GH is 1-0-13, Miracle is 11-0-2. You're seeing some similarities right there. I mean, it's what IO does anyway, but it's really how much extra he's able to provide.
These two just playing together perfectly. A nice early gem here, 20 minutes in. GH ready to make sure that vision from Alliance is going to be restricted completely. The Radiance is nearly done. Nico, baby, he's still keeping it cool. He's like, guys, I'm playing Wraith King, we'll be okay.
I mean, yeah, him and Limp are still getting decent farm.
Getting the
in comparison to how much the other team is on their supports even too. Like, Kuro just got a Blink Dagger too. So now this Pango ulti a lot of the times, he's gonna always be able to get these beautiful leashes to stop any aggression as well. And just so much luxury on everybody from pressure that's been provided.
Radiant's bottom tower is
another tower
attack.
going down bottom.
Radiant's bottom tower.
Some sort of setup. Turning back over towards him though. It's got the remnant defensively placed. No catch available from Alliance as they weren't quite able to close in on him. Still ready to make jumps here.
Double damage in
Roger is really coming in as well. Hands comes straight over towards him. Last on hold goes in. Locked down the IO. Getting him up onto the cliff. Is he able to live through this? He's still alive. Finally, the swashbuckler does finish him up though. Get the kill. Miracle. He found his target though. He's on towards Handskin. Handskin will fall. A double kill for Miracle. What does he want to go for next? Is there anything more to find here? It doesn't look like it. The rest of Alliance do get out of there. Still just having to throw really everything onto GH to get a kill out of the action.
Yeah, just, you can see the freedom from Nigma just choosing to fight there, even though it's a hard place to fight. Just, they're so far ahead that they can just do that. Just run in and just force the hand of Alliance. Even though they have this great spot where they can get a nice grab and they have all this vision, it doesn't matter because of the deficit. And Miracle, I believe, has, oh man, a full butterfly.
23 minutes in.
Oh my god, I mean, Wraith King can't do anything. Whew, all right. That's quite a lot of farm.
There we go. Easy ages it should be for Nigma. I don't think we're going to see Alliance try and do anything about this one. Nigma just continuing to just completely crush Alliance here in this game. From the lanes onwards. They played it in a way that's left Alliance looking pretty helpless here in this game too.
Roshan has fallen to the Dire.
And it's probably going to make them even think twice a little bit about going for this type of just straight bad opener. I mean, if they can just do the first 2 Slark like this to just break the whole thing, it's quite devastating.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Alliance waiting. They have eyes on this remnant. It looks like they're hoping that Weehaw jumps back to it, and then they're going to look to jump it.
back at top reef.
But Miracle, Invis, he's in the wraparound. There's a sentry down, but he's got Aegis and a gem.
Coming around the edge a bit left. But not going to be last though. The action off. The Ollie's out to start. PH. Able to relocate him out. Keep him safe in. We are able to put the hat in. Miracle turns over towards Esport. Takes him down. Now over towards Nico. The pounce in place. He's been taken down the once. Let's go for a second round of play. And the pounce gives him on the Raid King. False promise is there from FNG. The buyback is what from Esport as they desperately try and get Nico Baby out of this action. Miracle, the pounce off the mark. Nico Baby able to step away there. So Alliance are able to disengage their carry. Make sure they don't lose anything else other than S4 to Nigma's attack.
Dire's top tower has fallen.
Cannot believe only one hero died there. That was such a sick relocate by GH. But for sure the Bloodseeker was going to go down, but saves him, and that's the big go by Alliance to try to get that punch back with a full read. They had everyone perfectly set up for that one there, and still they went
For the twin.
Slow binds on Kurogi.
Oh, left. Miracle found it. BKB on cooldown, as well as a TP.
Dire's bottom tower is under
There's just no chance for escape against this slot.
Right.
15-0-2, 230 last hits. Fully enabled.
Nothing to slow him down on Alliance's lineup. The rolling
And we're almost at that number that everyone loves so much. You know, if Nigma does die one more time and we can... Oh, we're almost there.
I mean, is there anyway? Can a Wraith King win this game? I mean, it would be pretty wild, I feel. This is, I don't know if we've got the Dota Plus on this PC, but this has got to be 99% right now at least.
Ooh, you're one off.
It's 98%. 98% hit.
And that's a generous, quite a generous 2%.
A generous 2%.
The Wraith King 2%, right? That's,
I think so, yeah.
Or it's just, it's like, wait, Limp, you owned last game. We'll give you a 2. Yeah, I don't see even progressing, let's say, like if things do start getting real wacky, it's like when is Wraith King gonna be able to surpass in any way this Slark? And there's just no way. This butterfly is out so early. He's gonna be 6 slotted before, I mean, if the even game goes another 5 minutes, he's gonna be 6 slotted at 30-ish.
Incredible timings here. And as you say, just it's the fact that they were able to pull this out in the fashion that they did. You know, it really shows how the teams of the future, Alliance, if they do lose this game going into game 3, really have to have this on their minds. That the fact that Nigma can just slap out the Slark as the second pick in a draft and have this sort of incredible game.
And here we go. Weehaw just scouted. We all forget quickly the pauses. He just scouted them up on the high ground with the slide, so we see Miracle darting over to connect with his Ember as the Bloodseeker pressures top. And they're just shrinking the map very quickly and waiting for that opportunity to get any kills.
He's going in. He can go in the base. Nothing to be done by against him doing that. 15 on the stack. And Skin also dying outside here.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
This is, well, we'll see how long this painful potential then gets drawn out for Alliance. As Nigma completely destroying them here in this game too. Without a doubt, the most one-sided game that we've seen, and at least any of the games across the multiple regions that I've been able to keep an eye on. This is a severe stomp.
Yes, I mean, we're at the 1K per minute in a second, so it's very safe to say that there's no way Alliance could ever, in any
Radiant's
just be able
bottom
to fight
barracks
versus
have
this.
fallen.
They'll kill supports. That's what we've been saying. Maybe, you know, maybe they'll kill Kuroki and stuff like that. But yeah, these fours are just unkillable. Yeah, just easy cleanup for Nigma for the rest of this game. It feels like. Nico Baby's desperate. He's desperately trying.
How's it? What's he managed to get after Radiance?
He's just got the blink.
Just show himself here, Nigma. They are around. You can see Miracle already trying to jump over towards the backlines. Got a minute left to play with the Aegis. Nico Baby going in onto Weehawk, but BKB's out, jumping up to the high ground. Slide push on through the both corners. Just about in time to keep those four lines. Able to get the wall down. It's going to be a buyback from both Hanskin and FNG to try and get in and help out the rest of their team. Lipskin rushes. Mike Control's heading towards him. Lasco holds Mike Control down for now. Get any follow damage. Hanskin does keep crashing through with the Rolling Thunder. Link's still alive. He has to hold his ground. Link's actually going to be able to rip out his bit and let Mike Control begin and finish him off. Miracle and him can do so. Miracle jumps over, skills off the bat, over towards Nico Baby they go. He has reincarnation. He's trying to shoot Miracle out, but another pounce connects. Miracle finishes him off the once. Link will buy back. Nico Baby's able to get the blink off. Miracle getting a little low, but GH able to tether across, heal him up, and he's in. Up towards the tier 3, ready to dive towards the base. They're trying to get him like Nico Baby, but they cannot do so. Nico Baby falls. Miracle looks towards Hanskin. They do lose the Aegis, but he's not going to care at all. 30k lead, 20-0-3.
I can't believe they didn't GG out during all that, to be honest with you. I was really expecting while the race team's running just a GG to come down from S4 or somebody, because yeah, there's no recovery and kind of bad. They're just killing everybody pretty much by themselves.
He really is. I mean, Miracle's loving it. He is absolutely loving it.
Weehawk's getting some nice hits on. You know, he sleight of fist to everybody, applies the Desolator across the board, and then
Radiant's middle tower has
from then on out.
Just look at that, yeah, look at those kills. That's yeah. Alliance. I've got 1 kill. I've got 1 kill. Miracle. I've got 20. 20 kills.
My lord.
Oh, Orbit Destruction.
Yeah, Orbit Destruction on top of it. And he's about to have a Pistol Blade. I mean, these item timings are just coming out way too fast.
Yeah, he's just enjoying probably setting some records here. At least, you know, some very good figures that might not get beaten in the entirety of this DPC.
Top tower is
this game's going to be quite the one to compare to.
Is this the smoking to get a kill and out of the game? This is, I think it might be looking like it. I hate to be so negative for them, but this is so impossible. Maybe looking to get some bounty runs, but they're about to get their front door knocked on.
Whoa.
Uh-oh.
Miracle's coming. Link out for Nico Baby, will save him. Link, he's going to get left behind. Or is he? Gets the BKB off. He's going to try and run his way out of this. Does get the last one down onto Weehawk. And they got a hit of damage. Nico Baby's trying to beat him to them, but they've lost S4. They've lost FNG. Hands can
double kill.
3 more kills for Nigma. Nico Baby, he's trying to run. He's going for the TP out, but they're in with the Will Center to put an end to his escape. And Nico Baby will definitely try to hold his ground, but there it is. They'll tap out. GG is called. Nigma with quite the showing here in game 2. Game 1, it might have been a little bit of a mess. Link was able to score them this time round. Alliance, they didn't get to do anything. This game was over pretty early, Fogged, and the remaining sort of 30 minutes after the laning stage was just Enigma having the time of their life here.
The remaining 30, it was a 30-minute, 24-second game. I want to take it easy.
Yeah, after 24 seconds.